How to search using subject terms. Before starting your search, you need to think of what search terms to use. For an effective search, you need to break your search topic into individual concepts. For example, a search for articles on the use of honey to treat wounds has two concepts, honey and wounds. The best way to use EBSCO is to search for each of these concepts separately. This video concentrates on searching CINAHL and Medline. These databases use subject terms as part of their structure. Here is an example of an article record from the CINAHL database. Subject terms are like tags or labels, which describe what the item is about. Databases that use subject terms select the most appropriate terms from a standardized list, called a thesaurus. This thesaurus is specific to each database. For example, Medline uses MESH, which stands for Medical Subject Headings, whereas CINAHL uses its own one. To make use of subject terms, you need to search one database at a time, as searching multiple databases removes the subject terms function. Often there is more than one way that a concept may be described. Therefore, different articles may not use the exact same words that you search for. For example, articles related to honey may use the words nectar, fructose, syrup, or even bees. That's where subject terms are very helpful. They bring all the different ways a concept may be described under one umbrella term, so there is less need to search for the related words yourself. You will retrieve more of the articles about your concept, regardless of the words and phrases the author might have used in the title or abstract. We will now carry out a search for honey and wounds, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, using the CINAHL database. When using CINAHL and Medline, searching by subject terms is set up by default. This is done by a tick in the box next to Suggest Subject Terms, above where you enter your search concepts. Type honey into the search bar and then click on Search. A screen appears with a list of subject terms that are the nearest match to honey. For the word we have just typed in, honey, CINAHL tries to find the nearest matching subject terms for our search from its thesaurus, so you can also see similar terms such as fructose and melon. Select the subject term honey by ticking in the box to the left of the word honey. The Search Database option on the right-hand side will turn from grey to green, and at that point you should click on it. A search line is created that contains all the results for the subject term honey. Type wounds into the search bar and then click on Search. A screen appears with another list of subject terms that are the nearest match to wounds. There are many more terms listed for wounds compared to honey, as it is a much bigger, broader subject. The subject term wounds and injuries appears near the top of the list. Other types of wounds and related terms are also listed, such as fungating wounds. If you are not sure which one best matches the concept you are searching for, select the dialog box under the Scope heading to give you more details. Notice also that the box to the right of the subject term wounds and injuries under the Explode column is available to use. This is available when a subject term covers a broad area and has been further subdivided. For example, wounds and injuries contains the subset soft tissue injuries. You should always select Explode where it is available to avoid potentially missing some articles. Tick the box to the left of the subject term wounds and injuries and also tick the Explode box to the right. You will see that there is also a major concept column to the right of the Explode column. Selecting this box means that the subject term you selected has been labelled as a major part of the article. Using this is a way of reducing your results. However, we suggest using it with caution as we find that useful articles are often missed if you select this. We will not use this option in this video. Click on the Search Database option when it turns green, as before. A search line is created that contains all the results for the subject term wounds and injuries. All the subsets for this subject term are also included because we ticked the Explode option. Search connectors let you combine your search terms in different ways. We can tell the database to retrieve articles that contain the search terms honey and wounds and injuries by selecting search line 1 and search line 2 and combining them with AND. A new search line is generated with 372 results retrieved. This is still quite a lot of articles to read. We could reduce this number if we add in another search concept, such as dressings. More options for refining your results can be found in further videos in this series. Subject terms can also be helpful if your search term has more than one meaning. For example, searching for the keyword stroke would find articles about stroke, the loss of blood flow to the brain, but will also find articles on heat stroke, swimming stroke, and cardiovascular stroke rhythms because they also contain the word stroke. However, if you search using the correct subject term, your search results should be more relevant. When we search for stroke using the subject terms option, you can see that the subject terms stroke, heat stroke, etc. are listed separately, so you can select the subject term that best matches your search. If you want to check what the subject terms listed are really about, use the scope note as before. Subject terms are also useful for finding articles where the title is non-descriptive or where there is no abstract, as these articles will not be picked up by a keyword search. What if you can't find a subject term that is suitable for your topic? This can happen if you're using a very new medical term, or sometimes if a term is non-medical or a very specifically British or other non-American word. For example, neither CINAHL nor Medline have a subject term that matches NHS. In any of these cases, search using keywords, as demonstrated in the How to Search Using Keywords video. In all cases, searching using both subject terms and keywords will get you the best results. See the How to Use Alternative Terms video for more information on this. AMED and the education databases in EBSCO do not use a subject terms thesaurus, so please refer to the How to Search Using Keywords video. Thank you for watching.